This is a packet tracer video about placing ACLs. So we're going to verify network connectivity, examine the access control list, ACLs, that are configured on the router, determine the appropriate interface to apply the ACLs, examine the effects of the ACLs. And I'm going to try to get this all done without putting you to sleep and without yawning myself. So we're going to demonstrate how the flow of the network traffic is affected by applying ACLs to permit or deny the traffic in the network. The network administrator has decided that all external web traffic goes only to the web server, and also in order to protect the data for the employees, the HR server is only accessible to the HR employees. So that would mean that right there would mean if only the data for the HR server is only accessible to the HR employers. This is the HR employers right here. Right here. So that would mean we need to put the access list right here so it cannot go out from here out. Only these people right here in this little section can get to that. Phew, I'm glad I figured that out. Okay, so we need to implement these ACLs, and okay. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to verify the network connectivity. And we're going to verify that the internet host can access the web server. So we're going to click on the web server and 192.168.0.3, and it can. And then we're going to go to the sales server, and we're going to make sure it can go out, and it can. And then we're going to examine the access control list that are configured on the routers. So we're going to go to distribution 1 router, and we're going to go to the CLI, enable, and we're going to do a show, not like that, running config, not like that either. And we're going to see if there's any access lists on here. EIGRP 100. Okay, then we're going to do, let's type in show access lists 1. Okay, so there is nothing on this one, so let's go to the gateway router. And show config. Let's see what we got going on here. There's an access list right there. Access list 100 permits TCP any host 192.168.0.3 EQWWW. And then it denies and permits any. Okay. So we know we have, let's do a show access list 100. Okay, permit TCP any, we just read all that. Pretty much the same thing. Okay, so we're going to determine now, step 3, the appropriate interface to apply to the ACLs. So after examining the ACLs, we determine on which interface the ACLs should be applied. Well, we already know that distribution 2 needs to have an ACL list applied to it, so nothing goes out from it. And then if we scroll back up here, web traffic only goes to the web server. So so we need to put one right here on the gateway router as well. Okay. The ACLs must be applied to an interface or sub-interface before it will affect the network traffic. The extended ACLs should be placed closest to the source, and the standard ACL should be closest to the destination. Remember that only one ACL per port, per protocol, per direction is allowed. Apply the ACLs to appropriate interfaces or sub-interfaces. So let's go here. Let's go conf t. Let's see. We're going to go interface FA 0/0. Whoops. 0. IP access list. Oops, I just yawned. No, IP access group 100 in. Okay. And then we need to do distribution because remember we're keeping this in here. Shh. Alright, we need to do interface 0/0.40. Boy. Oh, my goodness sakes. This is what happens when you're tired. think we're there. We got to finish this IP access group 100 out. What did I do wrong here? Gateway distribution 2. Conf T dot 40 group 1. Oh, that's what I did. Out. I put 100 and it's 1. Okay. Got that cleared up. Now we need to the internet host should be able to ping any device in the network. So 10.3 if we ping the sales. Ping 192.168.10.3. Okay. But it shouldn't be able to ping HR1 or the HR server. So that would be 40.3. It shouldn't be able to do this. Uh-oh. Oh, destination not reachable. Right there. Shh. Read it wrong. Okay. So that's good. Shh. Scared me for a minute. Till it's late. Then the internet host should be able to access the web server. So let's go to the web server. 192.168.0.3. And it can, which is awesome. And it should not be able to access either the HR server or the sales server using the browser. So let's see. The HR server is 40.1. you can't do that. And the sales server is 10.2. Okay, so that's good because that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so then HR2 should be able to access the HR server by pinging or the browser. So let's ping 192.168.40.1. Right on. And if we go to the web browser, 192.168.40.1. Server reset connection. Okay, RAN D2 should not be able to access the HR server using the ping or the web browser. So let's ping interesting. Server reset connection. Okay, well, we'll check the results. I've got 100% on this activity, and that concludes this packet tracer video. Thank you for watching it.